Hello everybody, this is Xenocadet23543 welcoming you back to Let's Play Xenogears. We're going to resume the game today. We just made contact with the Zohar wave existence thing. And found out what we have to do to save Ellie. That's cool. Dang, we got an upgrade. Dad! Dad, are you okay? Dad, I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Faye, you've returned to your own self. You've become one. Yes, thanks to you all. If all of you hadn't called out to me... Ugh. Dad? Don't worry. This is good. This is... After all... Dad? You and I must become one. Huh? Grahf? What's going on? Ha. I reached the limit of the body I possessed on that day 3 years ago. I required a body that would tide me over until your true awakening. That is why I acquired the body of your father. Wow. Okay, so not only is Lycan Grahf, but also Khan, Wong, and Wiseman. So like all these characters are the same person. Cool. Regardless of your awakening, your emerging, and the inherited memories you had acquired, there was no way for you to know of this, since you had lost your memory at that point. At the point in which I merged with your father. Impossible! What about Wiseman? What about Father? Of course, they were just parts of me. I couldn't hold on to Khan totally. His ego was far stronger than I imagined. When my control weakened, he showed himself to you as Wiseman. You've awakened. This body is now useless to me. Now I must return to my original body. The reincarnation of my body that you inhabit. Stop it! Dad! I hear you, Faye. You see, he and I are one. I am Khan. Khan is me. He has become one with me. So you too should open your heart and unite with me. Then we can go on to eliminate everything. No! I can't allow you to control me! Protecting your master. Then so be it. I'll merge with both you and your machine men. Now come, Faye. Fight me. It's no use. I know you're Lycan, and I know that you're a part of me. But that doesn't change you being my father. I could never really fight you. You're so naive. Why don't you understand that your naivety is what killed Sophia, what killed your mother, Karen? I already know that. That's why I swore never to run away again. That I must rescue Ellie. So don't get in my way. Wake up. Open your eyes, Father. Lycan. If that's the case, then fight me. Fight me! I can't. I see. Then there's no choice. Huh? Since you are so unwilling to fight, I believe I'll have to use them as bait. Stop it! Don't we have the same memories? Can't you also remember that sadness you felt way back then? Why then? Why must you destroy everything? If we stop Deus, won't this all be over? You still don't understand. Even after contact with the existence, I came to understand after my contact with the existence that even if Deus was destroyed, as long as humans still inhabit this land, Miang, Ilheim will be born time and again. And then all living things may as well perish along with Deus itself. That's the only path to freedom. The path to release us from the eternal cycles of life, the tragedies of history, and the spell of fate. Once I awaken Deus as a weapon, I'll obliterate all living things. Then I'll use your awakened self in that machine to return everything to normal. Nothing. Nothing, I mean. That's what I concluded. Miang and Delheim are not just Deus's mouthpieces. That woman is its main body. Why can't you see that? That's not true. She gave her life for me by shielding me from harm. Her eyes weren't Miang's. Mother came back at the last moment. Miang, Mother, even Ellie. We're all humans born on this planet. Deus doesn't matter. You'll see. I will bring Ellie back. Gosh, I'm seeing even more connections between this and Xenoblade. But, you know, not going to talk about that here. No! Grahf, Lakin, if you won't back down... Sorry, I skipped father. It's fine. Never. Then I have no choice. The time has come to truly become one. And we have Faye by himself. This should be pretty easy. 700 damage? I got 30,000 health. We do not have System Mid. Keep that in mind. This guy does not have that much health, but... Our hyper mode is at 99%. I can't not. Like, come on. You're asking me for this. My hyper mode is at 99%. Like, this is really hard to lose. Okay? One more. We're not going to death blow here. You bet I'm going for Kishin. That's over half of his health. Yeah, good luck, True Will Tall. Also, we got an engine up, like a huge upgrade to the gear. We got a huge upgrade to the gear and hyper mode at 99%. Like, geez. This is really good. I don't mind not having System Mid if I have a 99% chance of entering hyper mode. Like, I don't have to spend 1,000 fuel to get it. Now. And I can just enter hyper mode every once in a while. Why don't you finish me off? If you don't get rid of me, then you cannot get what you want. It's alright, Dad. I understand. You are not Grahf. You are my father. You and Grahf are one. Your will and purpose never change. I knew that once we fought. But let's stop now. Our objectives should be the same. It is the same as our becoming one. We don't have to fight. Ugh! What? My body! Zohar is after you, the last piece to combine with Deus' system. It seeks to unify with you, the first to have been divided from it. What? This is what Reiken wanted all along. After all, I'm an imperfect existence. It was inevitable that it would come to this, considering what had happened in the past. Reiken's imperfect secondary contact with the wave existence split his personality into two. Eventually, his body died, but the original Reiken transmigrated, bringing the destiny of becoming a contact with him. He was reborn as your present body. The remaining persona, just his desires, lived on separately by possessing the bodies of others. That is Grahf. That is me. I may have inherited Reiken's will, but I'm not the same as the contact Reiken. It is impossible for me to make real contact. There would be no true melding and release. Even though our bodies may be different, I am still half of him. That fact remains. Although I am imperfect, I can merge temporarily with the Zohar, and thus be able to buy you some time. This is the only way I can be one with you. This is all I can do. Dave's system will start to look for you again. Before then, you have to destroy the newly perfected Daves and this Zohar modifier. You're the only one that can destroy the physical barrier that encases God's body. Dad! As you said, that was Karen. Through many generations, Miang is beginning to break free from her bounds. Now that Elheim is merged with Dave's, she has all her memories back. All the memories from her original birth, as the context complement up to her current transmigration. That includes all of the lives she has lived as Miang and her substitutes over the centuries. And of course, that includes your mother's memories too. Mother's memories? Faye, cut away all the binds on mankind. You should be able to do that now. Save her and all the other women bound with her. I'm begging you, Faye. Well. Another character's gone. Thanks for kicking Maria out of the party. What's this? This pendant. Is this Sophia's or my mother's? It's nothing. I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Thank you all so much. Anyway, let's get going. There's little time left now, for me, and for our planet. Well, looks like we're getting close to the end of the game. What is this place? This is where it all started. This is our genesis. Humans were born here. Long ago, Deus crash-landed on this planet in an interplanetary colony ship. In order to revive itself someday, Deus detached the Zohar modifier's core. After this core unit came down here, a single woman awoke and arose out from it. We saw this at the very beginning of the game. She's the mother of all humanity. After she awoke, she used all her power to bear several beings. These would become the ancestors of the whole of humanity. These were the Emperor and the Gazelle Ministry. Finally, she gave birth to replicas of herself to be humanity's caretakers. Two selves, the human mother and the weapon, the subject and the complement. That is Ellie and Miang. I, the sole survivor from the colony ship, met Ellie, and everything started from there. The land of Genesis, Katamoni, this is that place. Well, I don't understand that ancient destiny you have with Deus. But even then, how do you remember all these ancient memories so well? That just ain't human. Usually, human memories cannot be passed down through the generations. Humans do not normally have the ability to compress and store memories in their introns. But Ellie and I, and Miang, are different. Due to our connection with the wave existence, that is, due to Zohar's ability to change possible phenomena, we can clearly store data in our introns. In other words, we can leave behind memories to be inherited by our descendants. Just as the wave existence is bound inside of Zohar, the information is affixed to me, so to speak, by some of the power of the wave existence. And this is the form from when Ellie and Miang were still one. This is the first woman of our world. Our mother. Now we're gonna have a conversation about this. So, if we destroy that Zohar thing, everything will be over, right? Yes. The source of our ether powers, and the source of power for the generators that make our gears work. It all comes from the Zohar modifier engine, which can control any potential phenomena. If we destroy it, Deus, and the Seraph Angels will all be deactivated. And then we should also be able to free Ellie, who has become bound to the Deus weapon system as Meow. Right, Faye? Yeah, that's what the wave existence said. But then there's the downside. It will also mean that we will no longer be able to use our gears or our ether powers anymore. We'll be fine, we got death blows. What are all those Seraph Angels all about anyway? The old appearance is if they lack something, as if they were never living beings nor mere weapons. Zohar senses the human consciousness and incarnates the Seraphs. Human consciousness? Zohar itself involves the principle of uncertainty. The observer's perception of Zohar determines the entity it actually becomes. In other words, I believe that those angels are incarnations of the spirits of people. The people who have been absorbed by Deus to become parts of it. So what merit is there for them to gain in eliminating all of civilization? Is it some kind of hatred for the humans who have survived? Of course not. Those people who were created and assimilated as parts for Deus would not have such intentions. Try to remember what Ellie, when she became Miang, said. The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. Yes, that is why Merkava is being used to begin the destruction. But Deus is not following its programming of exterminating all of civilization. The Seraphs, which are terminal interface weapons of Deus, are using their bodies composed of nanomachines to absorb massive numbers of people, regardless of whether they are dead or alive. It is not discriminating between the mutant and non-mutant people. This is highly peculiar. The fact that the people who are meant to be destroyed are being taken in as well. That is the absolute opposite of what it is supposed to be doing. Maybe there aren't enough parts. That is unlikely. Aside from those bodies that were destined to be parts for it, Deus, who has already acquired the abilities of the nanomachines, can just about use any material to construct its body. It is obvious it has other intentions in mind. Those intentions. Krillin is called Deus, the Mother. If God is the Mother, then those motives are coming from the Great Mother, impeding the growth of its child, enveloping it, to bring the child back to the womb to become one with it. That is its motive. Such a program does not exist within its design mode. It was probably given this unique will by someone, either from Ellie, who has merged with the Deus, or... Either way, it doesn't change the fact that we have to fight. Regardless of what their intentions are, the problem is how we're supposed to deal with them. You think we can do it in our current state? This secret battleship, Excalibur, will also take part in the final battle. Additionally, the military potential of all the surface forces will assemble here. Even if we can put together a massive force, we still have the problem with the main armament of the Merkava. We need to know how to take that out. As long as we don't do that, Merkava's ultra-long-range cannon has the ability to vaporize any substance. On top of that, they have a barrier around the perimeter that nullifies all attacks. We fought against the Merkava many times to try to stop its onslaught. However, we cannot even get close. Hence, we've had to withdraw every time. Damn it! No matter how much we want to save Ellie, if we can't get inside the Merkava, it's meaningless. To add to that, there's the problem of those Seraphs. They function as the terminal interfaces weapons for close defenses. I can easily say that attack power is equivalent to the Omnigear class. They even have the regenerative ability due to the nanomachines. Don't be concerned about that. I was able to obtain some data from Xenogears. You see, Xenogears has been genetically evolved due to its contact with the Zohar. Using that data, all of your new gears ought to be completed soon. Additionally, all the other weapons and armaments are being modified to implement the disassembler device. Disassembler device? In contrast to the nanoassemblers, which create matter to repair with, the disassemblers have the ability to dismantle or destroy matter. They can even deactivate the nanomachine's restoring ability by disengaging their repair programs. This should be sufficiently effective against the Deus. Alright, even if we can deal with the angels, just how are we going to deal with that Merkava? We can't even get close to the thing. There is no such thing as a perfect defense. There is a way. Look over here. Merkava's main gun requires a 1.2 second interval to reload because of its tremendous output. Upon firing, although it is only sectional, there will be a portion of the barrier that will be opened. There is 1.87 second delay before the barrier reforms in that area. If we can use this window of time to target and destroy that cannon, it will be possible to close in on it. If we can get close enough, we can break through with gravitational spatial correction. Well, this is the rough idea. Unfortunately, we don't have such a long-range cannon that could acquire a target in such a brief time frame. So what you're saying is we just need to shut down that annoying cannon up, right? You want to go head on into Merkava? Now you're being reckless again. That's suicide! No, listen, we're not gonna just rush in. The Yggdrasil 4 and this Excalibur are also equipped with barriers. That's what we'll use. Although only for a short time, we can withstand a direct hit from Merkava's main cannon. Then we can close in and watch for that part of the barrier to go down, and then destroy the cannon. How long will our barrier last? About 20 or so seconds. That's all? It wouldn't matter how fast we fly. In that amount of time, we'll be without a barrier before we can get within firing range. And those numbers are valid only if the generator's at full drive, right? You can only get those numbers if we sacrifice all other output and propulsion. I'm not suggesting we go in with guns blazing knowing we're gonna lose. We're going to physically put a lid on it. Directly. Huh? As you've said, the Yggdrasil 4 or Excalibur's barrier can't sufficiently defend against Merkava's attack. At least with one generator, that is. Meaning, we can defend against the Merkava with twice the amount of time, 40 seconds, if we couple the two generators together. This way, we can make it into the heart of Merkava. Then, what about the propulsion? Just hear me out. Who trusted Choo Choo with the controls? This is what we do. First, we transform my Yggdrasil into heavy assault mode and load it onto the Excalibur so we can couple the generators. By doing that, we can reduce the energy usage down to just supporting the hull of the ship and generating the barrier. This will allow most of the energy to be devoted to generating the barrier. Next, shift the barrier to full front and focus it to a single point where their main cannon will make its strike. Now for movement. First off, we develop a barrier by engaging Excalibur's generator to maximum power. For propulsion during that time, we'll install on the Yggdrasil those large solid rockets we got from the moons of the Mass Driver. When Excalibur's barrier expires, we'll use the Yggdrasil 4's generator to develop a barrier. Then we'll also detach the solid rockets and shift the Excalibur into conventional flight. Using this method, we can get right in Merkava's face. After it fires, it'll be defenseless. During this time, we'll block the muzzle of Merkava's cannon with Excalibur's bow ram, upon which we should have 0.67 seconds with the cannon fire of the Excalibur. We'll destroy Yggdrasil's 4's slave generator and incapacitate the Merkava along the way, and then we break through. That's what the plan is all about. The combination of the barriers of both ships, storming the Merkava, the timing of the cannon fire of the Excalibur, these are all going to be crucial. Mess up any one of these and the consequences are going to be severe. Hence, it'll be necessary to have both crews in sync with each other. That's why I'd like to place Sig in command of the Excalibur. I have no qualms with that. What do you think, Queen? Will you lend us your battleship? Since there appears to be no other alternative, let us go with that. Please use it as you see fit. But we are not cutting it uncomfortably. But are we not cutting it uncomfortably close? When you calculate the arrival time and the barrier generation time, you will see what I mean. One minor mishap will put us in a situation where we could run out of barrier power before our arrival. Also, we will be devoting both generators to keeping the barriers up. Won't that leave us without perimeter defenses? We won't stand a chance if we get engaged by the Seraph Angels on our way to Merkava. We'll hold them off. You can count on us. You guys just concentrate on taking out that main cannon. Thanks. We're depending on you. Already, everywhere else has been taken out. This is the only place that's left. This is going to be the true final battle. We really are getting to the end of the game. But, you know what happens at the end of the game? Oh goodness. I don't think... We're going to read this next time. Because this has been long. We've made our plan. We're executing it next time. I'll see you then.